Hi guys, my name is Kiera, but here on this channel I go by Hobokiki, and today we're planning in my Hobonichi cousin. You already know, my pride and joy, my baby. We are flipping to the week that we'll be working in. Here we are, which is April 29th through May 5th. For this week, I plan on bringing in quite a few supplies, starting with this sticker book from Live Love Posh called Fruits and Florals. I really do love this sticker book, but I've always wanted to use this page right here with all the Granny Smith apples and sakura blossoms. And I want to bring in this Rose Colored Days ink swatches that I have left over, as well as a fashion doll from TaylorMade. I'm thinking about her, but she looks cute too. We'll see which one I decide on in the end. And I am going to also bring in some new highlighters that I have. Well, just this one. It's like a pretty nice green color. And then I am going to bring in this Tombow dual brush pen. It's all in Japanese, so I don't know exactly what it is. And then I have this washi from Amazon that matches the color scheme for the kit, or not a kit, the set that I'm using this week. So let's just go ahead and jump right in it, shall we? I am going to start with my dashboard layout that I have recently started doing thanks to a certain YouTuber. I will have their name flash on the screen here as well as their channel linked below. I am just not saying their name because I'm not confident that I'm saying it correctly and I don't want to, you know, frustrate anybody. So as of right now, the name will just be here on the screen and in below in the description if you want to check out her channel. I think it was a brilliant idea focusing on how to set up your Hobonichi cousin. And I just realized that I'm kind of just making it my own now. Yes, I did get the idea from somewhere else, but I definitely am like bringing in my own creativity behind it, adding a lot more deco, as well as just changing up the layout each week to how I best see fit. For this week, we have a few different little boards here. Of course, on the left side, we have my to-do, and then on the right side this week, I'll be making like a grocery list as well as a social media tracker. And then I thought there was one more. Oh, I think just a notes, just for anything else left behind that I forgot that I can scribble down really quickly. The one thing that I am noticing about this spread in particular is I don't really like how dark this the boxes are, I guess. Like, I want them to stand apart from the thinner sized ink when it comes to writing. Like, I want them to be thicker than the same pen that I'm using to write my actual plans. However, I don't want it to be super bold. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I'm just thinking that I just don't like the thickness of the boxes. I think they're just too thick, a little too thick, but I don't want them too thin either. I know I'm making things way too complicated, but luckily I did just get some new multi-liners in the mail, so I am going to bust those babies open and try to figure out what size nib I need to be using for my boxes, because these I just feel like they're just a little bit too thick for my liking. Especially because I like to add the drop shadow to the back of these boxes, so it makes them stand out even more. And with the drop shadow included, it's just, I don't know, it's just too much for my liking. So I'm definitely going to figure out how thick I want the line of the nib to be. And I think I will be happier with a slightly thinner nib. But anyways, I am working on my notes box. Now, I like this one to look like a sheet of loose leaf paper. So I am using this light gray pen to just quickly mark down the lines, and then again using the thicker Tombow Fudenosuke pen to draw in the circles. And now I have my red mouth liner, and I'm just going to use that to draw the red line that you see on most loose leaf pieces of paper. Now I am working on marking like the headers for these boxes. They definitely need to have something, some kind of title to let me know what they are for, just because my goofy self will forget. I am going to place this washi down at the bottom just to bring a little color and a little life there. And after that, I am going to grab my, what is it? Oh, highlighter. Sorry. I am going to grab my highlighter and I am going to use it to color in the headers of the boxes, as well as add some accents to the page. So you'll see I colored in which week we were in, and there will be a few other things that I will use that highlighter for. I am going to do some more sectioning off here, and then you will see me grab that same highlighter and attempt, heavy on the attempt, attempt to draw straight lines here. I don't know, I guess this was just a new highlighter for me, and I'm not used to having like this real thick pen in my hand. So as you can see, the lines are a bit wobbly than I like, especially on my to-do chart there, but it's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. I still think it looks pretty nice. I do want to apologize for the band-aid on my right hand as well that you guys just get to stare at. it's it's not a good look, but you know, I cut myself. Well, I didn't cut myself. I don't know. Oh yes, I remember what happened. I was moving a box and it kind of like scraped my skin right there. So now it's scabbing up and it does not look cute, not at all. So I decided to cover that up for you guys. So because I thought a band-aid would be better for you guys to look at than, you know, a horrific mess. But I wanted to let you know really quickly, fun fact, I had to switch band-aids like 3 times within this one video due to me putting on lotion prior to putting on the band-aid. So the band-aids just kept slipping off, and that was frustrating. But at least, you know, I got it together to film this video. Now we are on to my favorite part, which is decorating with my stickers. I did just have to get the functional out the way. I am placing this sticker here just to help keep that washi from lifting. That's what happens when you get older washi, or when you have older washi. It just, it either sticks to itself way too much, or it has no stickiness at all. So sometimes you just gotta help it out, and that's what I did there. Now I'm adding this corner piece to, of course, the corner, and I'm taking these little apples here and I'm going to place that at the top of my sidebar just to add a little bit more decoration there. Once I finally decide the placement for that one, I am going to move on to the corner of my page as well. I knew I wanted to add my doll over on this side just because there was a lot of vertical space left, as you can see, and I didn't want to try to make, you know, just put more things there when I know I didn't want more things there. So she had to go there. There was still a little bit too much white space at the bottom right hand corner for me, so I did decide to grab that small pair of apples again and place it underneath her. And, you know, it just brought in some layering elements and kind of just helped fill in the gap, because I'm not here for the gap, at least not all the time. Not today, at least. The top of the Hobonichi does look a little bare right now, so I am going to pull up another sticker to kind of place up there and make it feel a little bit more part of the spread, if you will. I cut this sticker in half. and I'm putting it between Saturday and Sunday for a little weekend vibe there. And then I decided I want the other half to go on the top of here, which is something I rarely, if ever, do. I always put stickers all the way at the bottom of my Hobonichi, but I rarely ever put stickers all the way at the top. So that was different for me. I am adding that ink swatch to the sidebar because I wanted to basically match with Sunday having its own little ink swatches there. And then I'm cutting off the extra stickers, as you can see. And it is time to write in this bad boy. Starting with the weather for each day. I'm placing that at the top. And you know what? This week is actually going to be nice. Like if I had weather stickers, this would be the week I would use them in, because although where I live is almost always just sunny and hot and that's it, which frustrates me because if I were to mark the weather, there's really nothing to mark because it's always the same thing. But this week, it's going to be partly cloudy. We'll have some sunny days. We'll have some rainy days. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I would actually have stickers that could match all of that. And that would be pretty cool. So I just wrote the words here though because I didn't feel like looking for those stickers. But if I did have some stickers like that, it would be this week that I could use them on. I also like to use this top section to mark my events or holidays or anything of that nature. Sometimes even just a gratitude of that day. Just depends on the week, I guess. But that's what that top space is for. And now I am marking in my dates for my to-do tracker. And I am also going to mark my mood tracker over here. I typically start with the days of the week, and then I will draw my little line, and that sets it apart for my graph. And then I'll go from 1 through 10 on that graph, 10 being, the most hours of sleep that I could ever possibly get, and also the most, I guess I would say the best feeling that I have, like my best mood. If I get a 10, that means I'm feeling perfect. Like I feel great. There is absolutely no worries or doubts in my head. And that's very rare. I don't think I've ever marked a perfect 10. I have marked 9s before, but a perfect 10, that's just super hard for me to mark. But I will also be using this mood tracker for one more thing. So I'll have it for sleep, mood, and then my productivity. I used to always mark productivity. It's just been a while since I've added that. But I do want to get back into the swing of things, so it'll be there this time around. Of course, I have to mark get it done on the box, and then I'll be filling in the rest of my headers for the other boxes I have. But I do want to just quickly write in my to-do list. I'll let you guys know my to-do list always starts off super small because I really have no clue what I want to do. I just have a few set things that I know I want to get done every week. But, as the days progress, I learn what else I need to do. And so I just start adding on to it. And that is my running to-do list. Now I am adding in my to buy header here just to make sure I don't forget, because I realized when I actually don't make a little list, a written one, an actual written one, once I fill in my headers here, which is what I'm doing right now, I am going to complete the list of things that I organized here, starting with my to buy list. I just need a few items and I don't want to forget them. So let me go ahead and mark them down now. That would be wise, right? You'd think I'd do this every week, but no. B12 definitely found its way on the list this week just because I feel like I have no energy. And I was told it would help a lot in that department. So that is what I'm adding. And then I am going to complete my little, what is this, social media tracker here. It has just images and a few letters just to mark down like the different things that I can do on YouTube and Instagram, such as the reels and the shorts. And now I am filling in the videos I plan on completing this week. You may not be able to see all of these videos this week, but there is a bright side because I still want to get them filmed. So you may not see them this week, but if you don't see them this week, you'll probably see them next week. But that is basically it for this planner spread today. I am just going to finish it off by writing Hello May, since it is in the middle of the week. And I do want to remind myself that it is a new month. But if you liked what you saw in this video, feel free to leave a like. If you dislike what you saw in the video, feel free to leave a dislike. It's whatever, bro. We keep it real on this channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will make sure I see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and stay creative. Okay, bye.